These are the AirPods 4, and I got them about 6 months ago.
So given that, how are they? Well, let's talk about them. This is the AirPods 4 review 6 months later. First, let's do a device overview. These are the AirPods 4s with active noise canceling. They retail for $179, while the standard model without noise canceling is priced at $129. In terms of features, these earbuds have quite a lot. Active noise canceling and wireless charging with this version, IP54 dust, sweat, and water resistance, gestures, etc. A great feature set, and that only scratches the surface of what these earbuds bring to the table. The active noise canceling model does have a few extra features, including that wireless charging for the case I mentioned, and a built-in speaker for Find My support. So it can make a noise when you lose it. Taking a look at what the AirPods 4 come with, inside of the box you'll find the case, and inside of that, the earbuds, which upon my first impression are incredibly tiny. Now, this is a realization I have every time I purchase earbuds, in which they are really small, which is great for portability's sake. They can fit into any pocket of any size, but there is no charger included, so make sure to use your own. And also, no ear tips. These are not the silicone that goes inside of the ear type of earbuds. No, these kind of hang outside of the ear canal, which does impact the noise canceling. We'll get to that in a moment. Taking a look at the charging case, the AirPods 4 case rocks the iconic AirPods look of white, rounded corner, square shell. That is an LED indicator at the front, emitting a green light when your case can charge your AirPods to full, and amber when it will last less than one charge for the earbuds. Pretty intuitive stuff. Looking at the bottom, the case rocks a USB-C port, which is great. Now, although this is the case that charges the earbuds and protects them, I do put a silicone sleeve over it anyway to protect it as well. The silicone case does its job, but it does cling on to any dust or stuff from the tables that I work on. So I put some better quality cases with harder silicone in the affiliate links in the description box below. But going back to the earbuds case itself, once you open it, you'll find two little AirPods. These two, like I said before, have no silicone ear tips, so they're just plastic hitting your ears, which can be good for some, not good for others. I personally prefer them because I don't like things going into my ears. That's why I opted for these instead of the AirPods Pros. But in regard to noise cancellation, they're not as effective because they don't create as good of a seal around in your ears. Let's talk about the features of these earbuds now. Both sport the H2 processor that allows for noise cancelling, improved sound quality over the AirPods 3s, interesting Siri interactions, etc. And speaking of those Siri interactions, when you receive an incoming call, you can nod your head yes to answer or shake your head no to decline, which no, I do not do that. I feel as though I already look like I'm talking to myself when I'm on the phone with the earbuds in, but that just takes us to a whole nother level. But in regard to other small features, the AirPods 4, the ANC model, come with a few other tricks. Adaptive audio, which blends the noise canceling and transparency modes depending on where you are, automatically adjusting so you don't have to think about it. Conversation awareness, which if you start talking to someone, the AirPods will lower your volume and make the voices around you louder, so no need to take out your earbuds. And personalized spatial audio, which creates a surround sound experience, so it's like you're hearing your music in a live concert, for instance. The AirPods themselves have this sort of force touch feature found on older iPhones and MacBooks, in which when you press hard on them at this point, you can make them do certain actions, such as skip a song, go back to a song, answer calls, etc. It's something that a lot of earbuds have, but most just use a simple soft touch instead of this more forceful press, which I actually prefer the press because I won't accidentally do something with the music I'm listening to if I'm adjusting or moving the headphones. And now finally, let's talk about the sound quality. So one thing to note is that these AirPods are, again, not the AirPods Pros. They won't have as good of noise canceling or sound quality because that seal isn't there, among other things. But gosh, they're still great. For just plastic earbuds that lay superficially in your ear, they really do have excellent sound quality. Everything I listen to has great bass, fantastic clarity, and best of all, I can hear the audio well in even fairly loud environments. In regard to that noise canceling, yeah, it's not the absolute best, but it's good. What you're listening to right now is kind of what it sounds like with the noise canceling on these AirPods. The only way I can describe the noise canceling is that it sort of feels like you're on a plane and you need to pop your ears, but of course you can't. Usually the silicone buds kind of avoid this, but it's not something you notice all that much with these AirPods. If you focus on it, sure, you'll notice it, just like with everything. But when you're listening to things, or even just want to drown out the sound of your dorm roommate sleep talking or something like that, it does the job really well. I have noticed that from time to time, such as my dorm common area or a loud library, these do struggle a little bit against the noise, especially at a concert, man. They tried their best and did really well, all things considered. Apple uses a lot of software to achieve the noise noise canceling with these things, and it's really impressive. The headphones also have dedicated microphones, which have been great for phone calls. You never realize how nice it is to have earbuds that allow you to have both hands free while talking on the phone until you do it constantly. And for me, it's been great. I've had zero mic quality complaints. So here's the sound quality test.
This is what the AirPods 4 mic sounds like, and it's solid for phone calls.
So the mic for these tiny earbuds is pretty good. Like I said, I've been using the AirPods for nearly 100% of my many daily phone calls these past few months. And compared to the mic on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, they can pick up your voice really well, even in heavy wind. So I like them, and they've worked well for me. Speaking in regard to more of my personal experience with these earbuds these past few months, yeah, they've performed exactly how I needed them to the entire time. No issues, no lag, nothing. Out of the box, good quality. Now, there have been a few oddities here and there, such as the spatial audio causing some of my videos to sound like they're in a can before I upload them, but the videos themselves are fine and not impacted upon uploading. It's just an oddity with spatial audio and the video player. And while video editing with the AirPods on, there is a slight cut and delay in audio that is super minuscule, but a bit noticeable for me, though nothing to worry about for non-video editors. Now, in contrast with those small nitpicks, these things are pretty durable for what they are. I've dropped my earbuds here and there while running, and they haven't scuffed too much, despite hitting the ground quite hard. So thumbs up for that. And in terms of battery life, Apple advertises some pretty insane times, and they're actually fairly accurate. I don't charge my AirPods too often at all, so well done, Apple. So overall, what do I think of the AirPods 4? Honestly, they're great. Like I said, out of the box, they just work. I've used these every day since getting them while I study, run, lift weights, talk on the phone, everything. And for each instance, they work really well. The only complaint I have is the price. These are expensive for some folks, but if you can afford them, I can attest that the AirPods 4 6 months later are simply excellent. And that was my review of the AirPods 4. What do you think? Will you buy them? Let me know in the comment section down below, and be sure to check out the affiliate links in the description as well. With that said, my name is Seeroost. It's spelled like Cyrus, pronounced like Sea Rooster, just take out the ter. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Peace.